Have you ever felt that you didn't quite fit in? That your ideas are too weird, your background is too different, or your voice is too low? Please raise a hand if you know this feeling. You see, even admitting the divergent thinking like this in public takes you out of your comfort zone. Solomon Asch identified that majority of people would provide an incorrect answer to this question you see on the screen just to comply with those around. He put people in two gangs. First ones were answering the question, which line is the same? Okay, obviously it's A. But in the second gang, there were 5 people telling that it's actually B. And the majority of those who had been in this experiment conformed to the majority. In today's ever-changing world, conforming, following the majority is not the working path. Today we need to think for ourselves, to question what we see, and to embrace diverse opinions. What is important is that 65% of today's youth will enter the jobs that don't even exist yet. Yes, fashion designers of AI-driven fashion, the space tour guides, or digital historians recreating this kind of places in VR. I can imagine how it is to prepare something you don't know, you don't see, and you cannot even name yet. Quite a task, yeah? So that's why today I want to guide you through 3 easy steps how to embrace this change, how to navigate it in the best manner for you, your communities, and your future. Today, we are living in a so-called post-truth era. What does it mean? It means that personal opinion, impressions are driving much more impact on social agenda than actual facts and information. And today's internet is like an ocean. Some waves bring treasures, knowledge, new ideas, connections. Others bring trash, misinformation, fake news, and so on. How, in this situation, what should we look out for? Which guiding light should we find in order to have some comfort in what we're stepping into? So think Natalia Hatalska. She's a Polish researcher, entrepreneur, founder of In Future Institute, and she's not coming from tech. She's coming from advertising industry. Side note, an amazing start and amazing search in advertising industry for any of you in any given time. But what was setting Natalia apart was her curiosity. She was always wondering how the world operates. She was interested how technology impacts us not only today, but also tomorrow. And thanks to this curiosity and her openness and bravery, she found out that together with her colleagues and together with institutions in the companies, they can actually navigate this world. Future is not something which comes. Future is something we create by our choices today, says Natalia, and I connect to that, of course. So, our recipe, step 1. As you move further, choose those people who are like lighthouses. They navigate the uncertainty, but not because they know everything, but because they dare to explore. And moving further, there is a scientist, Alexander Fleming. He was working in his lab in 1928 with bacteria and petri dish, and he made a mistake. He left the petri dish for some time. And when he got back, something unexpected happened. He saw a mold. It had grown on petri dish and it had killed the bacteria. But instead of throwing out the failed experiment, Alexander decided to explore. And that's how penicillin has been found. First antibiotic, then saving millions of lives. But imagine if Alexander was afraid of fail. Imagine if he would so rigidly follow the rules that just throw away that petri dish. Going to the second important message and the second recipe, please remember, never fear a failure. You always should ask yourself, what if? What if it should be like that? What if it should not work today? That's how you would feel much more confident in what you are doing and what you are facing further on. Think of life like a video game. You go around, of course, you find out, you gain some skills, you gain some information, you get some loot here and there, and then, bams, comes the update of the game. And the rules of XP points gain change. You would not throw out controller and quit, correct? You will adapt, you will find, you will try other way. And actually, exactly this why we see now that it took less than 2 years for European youth to embrace AI in their life on a daily basis. While, for example, for previous populations, it took more than 10 years to even take microwaves home. So, you have been born in the time of constant rapid change. It is not a burden, it is your benefit. And today, you should remember this not only when you're doing the task or preparing for the job. You remember, please, that when you're talking to your colleagues and when you're acting to your community. So the world is pretty much like that game. And you are hardwired to nail it because you have the skills, you have the plasticity of your brains, and you have all these amazing internet with different waves around you. And here's my message to you. The world needs your ideas, your unique perspective, and your view. Please, don't hesitate to bring up your accent, your background, your struggle, or even your art. Because future is not about only technology. It's about questioning yourself, supporting others, and moving forward together. And as the last part of this recipe, number 3, I want to suggest to you to remember this star and to remember to never, never dim your light to match the room. Shine so bright so others can follow you and find their way too. Because this is what you are bringing to this world. And the world is not being shaped by those who fit in. It is being shaped by those who stand out. Thank you.